John Wall throwing shade at the entire Western Conference and the top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference, because John Wall, man, he's on a mission by himself with his buddy Bradley Beal to, I guess, prove to all the doubters that the Wizards are still for real in the Eastern Conference. So John Wall sent out this Instagram, which he eventually changed. He changed it to Wiz Gang, but before he changed it to Wiz Gang, hey, Bradley Beal, I wonder who else is going to team up next to try and win a ship this year, but who cares because we got all we got, bro. DC or nothing.
Because music is all we got.
Any others? No, that's it? You owe Denise 3 more bars.
You do. You really do.
All right. By the end of the show.
Tune in next week for bar number 2.
Wait, she's allowed back in the studio?
Oh my gosh.
So
Rubin just storming.
even Bart was like, man, that was fucked up. All right, so real quick.
If this is good cop, bad cop, I think I'm the good cop.
You are a good cop.
You are a good cop.
He's wearing blue too. Not that
What
means
does
anything.
the shirt say?
Devoted, it's my friend's apparel brand.
Can I have a
Back on
shirt?
Island. What's
See,
up? Yeah,
good
you guys
cop.
can have it. You guys can have a shirt.
All right,
Good
real quick. Practice what you preach, John Wall. I'm a big fan of John Wall. I like what he's done. I liked how he developed his jump shot. He came in as a dunker and high handles guy, and he already improved his handles that much more, and he developed a J, which is obviously integral to being a point guard in this league. However, if I do remember, in September of 2015, when some guy named Kevin Durant was set to become a free agent, he put out a quote that essentially said that he's going to try to do his best to lure Kevin Durant, woo Kevin Durant away from wherever he was going to go, maybe even Oklahoma City, and come to Washington. Is it sour grapes? Fuck, to me it looks like it. Him throwing shade on Instagram through other super teams is because no one wanted to join him on a super team. There were many opportunities for other stars in the past 2 free agent classes that could have gone to Washington and they passed. Now maybe that's because they wanted to team up in Golden State. Could be.
Right.
Maybe because they wanted to go to Pop. Could be.
I don't think that's really all on. That's so much pressure on John Wall, though.
What do you
like
mean?
in the sense
He
that
wants the pressure.
No, well, he needs a team. Like he needs him and Bradley are a great duo, and I feel like they're both very. The reason that him and Bradley are so respected is that these two have played together, and they played great for 5 consecutive seasons. Like at one point they were like
when
the top
Beal was
scorers.
out there, yeah.
At one point they were the top scorers, and so no one's really. I don't feel like anyone has ever really been looking at the Wizards like gonna move to DC.
Right.
That's not his fault though. Just because he talks a lot of smack.
So you're saying it's the market, not the player.
I think it's the market, yeah.
One really important piece of context to the John Wall Wizards appeal to Kevin Durant. It's his home, and Kevin Durant started the whole maybe I'll go play in Washington.
Right. But from this perspective, to say there's an opportunity and we're gonna take advantage of that opportunity to recruit Kevin Durant, I'm saying it looks like sour grapes by saying we don't need a super team. This is all we got.
Of course he's sour. Look at every other team.
That's what I'm saying.
No one's looking at him, but he needs to talk that way so he could even get seen. If John Wall's not speaking,
which way?
Like
the
no one's
Durant way
focusing
or the IG post way?
The IG post way.
Okay.
Like if he's not talking smack, if he's not even like doing anything. First of all, they're not in season, so everyone's just looking at the Warriors, OKC, especially the Heat. Not even the Heat, I'm sorry, the Cavs. So like, he needs that attention. He's doing the right thing. I don't care what he says, as long as he's making noise.
Right.
He needs to do what he has to do to just get the eyes that he needs on him.
And we've also proven in the past, i.e. Kyrie Irving, when he said, yeah, Kyrie, are you gonna go anywhere? He's like, I'm staying in Cleveland. Like, obviously shit changes, I understand that. So anything that they say, it could be one thing on a Tuesday and a different thing on a Thursday.
Right.
Completely, yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying it's
if there was
weird
one
to follow
player that you could move to DC right now, who would it be?
I will.
Just one player.
Dalibor Bagaric, obviously.
Oh my God, what a question.
One name right now.
One name right now.
Well, no, I would undo the whole KD thing, move him to. It balances out the Eastern Conference. What's up?
To Washington?
To Washington. Because look at this. John Wall.
We're talking current.
This is the starting 5. This is the starting 5 for the Wizards, and I really need to be convinced that this team makes the playoffs in the Western Conference. John Wall, Bradley Beal, Otto Porter. I know Otto Porter came off like one of the greatest efficiency shooting seasons. Markieff Morris.
Not
could
with
be
105.
Could be Marcus Morris. Who knows? They have the same tattoos actually. And Marcin Gortat. It's a good team in the Eastern Conference. It's the 3 seed in the East, but it's a hard sell that team just doesn't get run over, outpaced, and is fighting for that 7 or 8 seed in the Western Conference. And I don't think you can put this shade, like John, is it sour? Potentially. I think it's every team.
I'm sorry I'm asking so many questions. Is this for 1 year?
Yeah.
It's for 1 year.
Way too specific, but yes.
KD, just throw KD there. Blake.
I'm not
I'm looking at Blake there.
I was actually gonna suggest Blake just because
I got a different name. If he's healthy, Anthony Davis. That's the only name, because now you got the perfect inside-outside game to complement everybody and every
Porter
level
can shoot,
of
Oubre
the
can
NBA.
shoot.
Yeah.
That would be
Markieff Morris can play D. Yeah, that's actually not a bad.
Are we gonna escape the segment without hearing you answer your own question?
I said Blake, but you just
you said Blake.
You ignored what I
it's
said.
not. It's not on Blake.
I thought I thought you were like, a player like Blake. I didn't know you were just going with like
I said Blake. I think Blake would make more sense.
How come?
It's not Blake's fault.
Just because.
It's not on Blake. It's what Doc Rivers says.
Always.
Every single time.
Always.
You ever hear Jamie Foxx's impression of Doc Rivers doing? He goes, Doc Rivers sounds like he's inhaling and exhaling at the exact same time.
Horrible.
It's not Blake's fault.
It's amazing.
It's not on Blake.
I think that Blake Griffin just he's moved around in the past a lot. And I feel like right now just being in the Clippers with everyone that left, I feel it makes more sense for him to play with a player like John Wall and just be surrounded with that. Because it's not even like I'm gonna look over you and it's gonna be like a big brother role, but more so like we can easily dominate and be not necessarily a banana boat team, but
he plays so much faster to go off your point.
And he could really elevate these guys to the game that they need to be playing in. So
I think it's gonna be interesting. Blake's an interesting conversation this year because watch Blake finish like 5th in the MVP voting because of the numbers. Because point forward Blake, like the numbers are going to add up because when he is in control of the ball and they're making play and he becomes the playmaker without that Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan pick and roll that Chris Paul loves to run and ran to probably the most efficient or the second most efficient of a point guard in NBA history. It's like Stockton, then Chris Paul. People never seem to notice this. But it didn't work necessarily with Blake.
Yeah.
So now the Clippers have retooled. It's weird to look at this team and go, are they better without Chris Paul and the team that they built that now has depth? What definitely makes them better is that Doc Rivers isn't also the GM. Showing how difficult it is for one to do both, and the fact that him focusing on coaching, he's also never been the X's and O's guy. He's never been, he's an ego manager.
He's such an ego manager, but I don't feel like, because ever since Doc Rivers moved to LA, I feel like his credibility has been tarnished because he was a great coach, a great coach for the Celtics.
He made Rondo, Allen, Garnett the biggest egos in the world.
He took them to where he needed them to be.
He made it. He made it
superstars.
He took mega stars with mega heads and made them into a.
And he tried to do that in LA and bring Paul Pierce, and it just. His son being on that team.
Paul Pierce, when he checked into the game, had a cane though.
It was bad. No, it was bad.
It was bad. 3-pointers off the glass.
It was bad. But like having him, bringing Paul Pierce to LA and then bringing his son and having him play and just like the chemistry there, it really tarnished, I feel, the reputation he could have had. I feel Doc Rivers is a great coach. He's underrated.
It's not on Blake though. That's the biggest takeaway. No matter, and it's so happy Blake's there because every press conference, Blake misses the game-winning shot and has 14 turnovers in a game. He'd be like, "It's not on Blake."
I have the same, not the exact same, but I have a very similar feeling of when KD left Oklahoma City with the season I thought Westbrook would have. It's a very similar feeling I have with Blake Griffin. Because it's a guy who is the core player around other guys that are not core players. Say whatever you want about DeAndre Jordan. If you can't play a guy in the fourth quarter, he's not a core.
Of course.
So who else do they have? Patrick Beverley, Milos Teodosic,
Austin Rivers,
Patrick Beverley, Chicago.
Bryce Johnson, who's actually going to play this year.
Bryce Johnson
didn't get to play last year at UNC.
Bryce Johnson could be like a bigger Wesley Johnson. I'm sorry, he's smaller, but he's like girthier.
He's
smaller.
But he's that UNC brand of basketball, man.
Totally.
It translates, is my point.
My point is he's
gonna Barnes in a way.
Right. My point is, as you said, he's going to be in the MVP voting, but I have that same sort of excitement. Like, I can't wait to see the numbers that he puts up this year because he's literally the only option that they have.
And
he really is.
Hyper dunks, which is dope.
And he wears hyperdunks.
Because that makes them even greater.
Yeah, they're super comfortable shoes to play in.
True.
They
This is
make
true.
you feel like you can fly.
The hyperdunks?
Yeah.
This is true.